in what can only be described as one of the strangest twists in pop culture and political gossip. Shocking reports are swirling from the corners of the internet. Whispers of a bizarre alternate universe where former President Donald Trump and global superstar Taylor Swift are tangled in a political love triangle. Yes, you heard that right. Fans are stunned, insiders are gasping, and the online world can't stop buzzing about this strange, almost unbelievable storyline that nobody saw coming. According to these sensational claims making rounds on social media, secret meetings, heated arguments, and dramatic confrontations have supposedly taken place behind closed doors. The kind of drama straight out of a reality TV episode. Allegedly, this unexpected connection has blurred the lines between power and fame, leaving both political analysts and diehard Swifties completely divided. Now, we're not saying this actually happened, but the chatter out there is too wild to ignore. Could Taylor Swift, America's sweetheart, really be caught in the middle of Trump's stormy political world? Could politics and pop collide in a way that shocks the globe? Stick with us, because the details of this rumored saga only get stranger and way more dramatic. It all begins with whispers, the kind of whispers that float across late-night Twitter threads, celebrity gossip blogs, and anonymous tip lines. The story starts small, a sighting here, a cryptic message there, and suddenly, the internet is ablaze with the idea that Donald Trump and Taylor Swift have been seen together in circumstances that don't quite add up. Now, we're not saying this actually happened, but the reports flooding social media are way too juicy to ignore. Allegedly, insiders claim that Taylor was spotted leaving a private members-only club in New York City, just minutes after Trump's motorcade was seen in the very same neighborhood. Coincidence? Maybe. But the way fans tell it, this was no casual overlap. Taylor looked nervous, like she was trying to avoid cameras, one so-called eyewitness supposedly told a tabloid. And Trump? He was furious at the press, yelling at aides to shut things down fast. It felt like something bigger was happening behind those doors. From that single report, an avalanche of speculation was born. Gossip outlets ran with headlines, like Taylor and Trump, what's really going on? And the oddest alliance in American history? Swifties rushed to Reddit, piecing together timelines, flight logs, and blurry paparazzi shots. "She's way too smart to get mixed up in this," one fan wrote, while another countered, "This feels like something straight out of an alternate universe." But it wasn't just fans who reacted. Political commentators couldn't resist, chiming in. "If these rumors are true, this could change everything," said one cable news pundit, dramatically waving papers on live television. Imagine the crossover between Swift's fan base and Trump's base. The political chaos would be unprecedented. And then came the so-called leaked conversation. Out of nowhere, a gossip blog published what it claimed was a transcript of a private exchange between Trump and Taylor, allegedly recorded by someone in the room. The authenticity was, of course, impossible to verify, but that didn't stop the internet from going wild. The alleged dialogue read something like this: "Trump, you don't understand, Taylor. Together we could be unstoppable. Power and popularity, side by side." Taylor: "This isn't about power, Donald. This is about people's lives, their trust. You think everything is a deal." Trump: "And you think the world runs on feelings? Wake up. This is politics. And you're already in it whether you like it or not. Whether real or fabricated, the supposed transcript spread like wildfire. Swift's fans were horrified. Taylor would never say that," one tweeted. Trump supporters were divided, with some praising him for reaching across the cultural aisle, and others calling it fake news meant to smear the movement. But the biggest shock came when a celebrity insider, a figure known for feeding gossip blogs just enough truth to keep them credible, claimed that Taylor's inner circle had warned her about Trump months ago. "She didn't listen," the insider allegedly said. "She thought she could handle him, but now it's spiraling." At this point, emotions ran high. The world of pop collided with the world of politics in the strangest way imaginable. Families were reportedly divided at dinner tables, with some members joking about Team Taylor versus Team Trump, while others argued in dead seriousness about whether their beloved star or political hero could truly be involved in such a bizarre situation. And just when it seemed the gossip couldn't get any more explosive, another detail emerged: a mysterious third figure. Several tabloids hinted at someone else being present during these alleged meetings, a shadowy figure whose identity remained unclear. Was it an advisor, a mutual friend, or a rival? Nobody knew, but the speculation only poured gasoline on the already blazing fire. The stage was set for the kind of drama no reality show could dream up. The question wasn't just, did this happen? It was, what happens if it did? Fans demanded answers, critics sharpened their knives, and the world waited for the next chapter in this unbelievable saga. If the rumors of a secret Trump-Taylor encounter sent shockwaves through the internet, then the aftermath was nothing short of a cultural earthquake. The story had barely begun circulating when the backlash hit like a tidal wave, engulfing fan communities, political circles, and even personal relationships. From Nashville to New York, emotions ran high. Taylor Swift's fan base, a fiercely loyal army known for their passion, immediately went into meltdown mode. No, 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 this can't be happening, one fan wrote on TikTok, her mascara running as she filmed herself crying. Another viral video showed a group of Swifties burning MAGA hats in a suburban backyard, screaming, "She would never betray us like this." On the other side of the aisle, Trump loyalists were equally bewildered. At rallies, supporters held up signs that read, "Keep Taylor away," while others tweeted, "If she's with Trump, she's forgiven instantly." It was chaos, the kind of divided reaction that nobody could have scripted better if they tried, but the backlash didn't stop with fans. Families were being torn apart in living rooms across America. Parents who adored Trump clashed with teenage daughters who worshiped Taylor. One viral clip featured a heated Thanksgiving dinner debate, where a father slammed his fist on the table shouting, "Taylor Swift is destroying this country," while his daughter screamed back, "She's saving it." The clip racked up millions of views, proof that this bizarre rumor had gone far beyond gossip. It had become a cultural fault line. Meanwhile, so-called political analysts wasted no time in turning the alleged love triangle into late-night fodder. On cable news, a panel of experts dissected every blurry paparazzi image like forensic detectives. If this is true, then we're looking at the most unpredictable political alliance in American history, one commentator declared dramatically. This could rewire the entire 2028 election. Another shook his head, dismissing it as pure fantasy, but still devoted a 20-minute segment to debating what Swift's influence could mean for swing states. And then came the supposed insider leaks, claims from people allegedly close to both Trump and Taylor. A source from Taylor's camp reportedly told a gossip magazine, her friends warned her from the start. They begged her not to get pulled into his orbit, but she thought she could outsmart him. Now she's trapped in a narrative she never wanted. Trump's side, of course, told a different story. One unnamed advisor allegedly claimed, "The president doesn't chase anyone. If anything, Taylor is the one who needs him. He's not interested in romance. He's interested in legacy." And she offers him something no other celebrity can. These competing narratives fueled endless arguments online. Was Taylor being manipulated? Was Trump the one playing defense? Or was the entire situation nothing more than a bizarre coincidence spun out of control by tabloids? Things escalated further when paparazzi photos surfaced. Grainy shots of Taylor walking into a hotel lobby and, hours later, Trump leaving through the same doors. Were they even there at the same time? Nobody could confirm, but fans didn't care. To them, the images were damning evidence. Taylor's close friends were rumored to be panicking. One supposed friend was quoted anonymously saying, "She's crying every night. She says she never expected this to explode. People think she's in control, but right now she feels cornered." On the flip side, Trump's family was allegedly livid. Tabloids claimed Melania stormed out of a private dinner after Donald refused to deny the rumors. "She's had enough," one report declared. As if that wasn't enough, accusations began flying. Swifties accused Trump of using Taylor for political gain, while Trump's supporters accused Taylor of trying to hijack his movement for clout. The internet filled with memes, edits, and parody videos. One particularly viral TikTok imagined a mock Keeping Up with the Trumps episode featuring Taylor storming out of Mar-a-Lago in tears. Through it all, the alleged voices of Taylor and Trump themselves remained silent. No official statement was made, but that only made the rumors more powerful. "Silence speaks louder than denial," one fan tweeted. If it wasn't true, they'd shut it down immediately. And then, the bombshell. A supposed recording, this time leaked to YouTube, claimed to capture a heated argument between Taylor and Trump inside a luxury hotel suite. The audio quality was poor, but listeners swore they could make out their voices. The recording sparked endless debates. Some claimed it was AI-generated, others swore it was real. Regardless, it racked up millions of views in less than 24 hours, cementing this saga as the internet's biggest obsession. By now, the backlash had consumed every corner of pop culture and politics. Talk shows joked about it, comedians wrote, entire sketches and even late-night hosts admitted they were weirdly invested in the outcome. But beneath the humor, there was tension, a sense that this story wasn't just gossip anymore. It had grown into a narrative too explosive to contain. And so, Part 2 ended with the world divided, emotions boiling over, and everyone asking the same question. If the backlash is this intense already, what happens when the next shocking twist arrives? Just when it seemed the world couldn't take any more of the Trump-Taylor firestorm, the saga twisted into an even darker, stranger direction. The headlines went from playful gossip to full-blown scandal as betrayals, accusations, and shocking leaks surfaced in rapid fire. The first blow came when an anonymous source dropped what they claimed were screenshots of private text messages between Taylor and a political contact. The messages, blurry and riddled with typos, appeared to show Taylor lamenting, "I can't believe I let him talk me into this. My fans will never forgive me." In another, the supposed Trump message read, "Don't worry about the fans. They'll move on. They always do." Were these texts real? Nobody could prove it. But fans didn't care. Screenshots went viral on every platform within hours, sparking hashtags like Charles Taylor betrayed us and Chalk's Trump Swift leaks. "This feels like Watergate, but with more glitter," one user posted, and thousands agreed. Then came the betrayal rumors. A tabloid headline screamed, "Taylor's inner circle splits. Friends turn against her." According to unnamed insiders, some of Taylor's closest confidants had allegedly cut ties, furious that she would even entertain the idea of associating with Trump. They staged an intervention, one gossip columnist claimed. They begged her to walk away, but she refused, and now they're leaking everything. The betrayal angle set off a frenzy. Fans speculated that Taylor's friends were the very people leaking texts and recordings. But in an ironic twist, Trump's circle also appeared divided. One aide was rumored to have leaked sensitive information to the press in exchange for a six-figure book deal. "Trump doesn't forgive betrayal," a political commentator said ominously on live TV. "If this is true, heads will roll." As if betrayal wasn't enough, accusations started flying between the two camps. Swifties accused Trump of exploiting Taylor's image for political clout, while Trump supporters accused Taylor of plotting to infiltrate the MAGA movement for her own gain. "She's not a victim. She's playing the game," one supporter insisted during a heated cable news debate. That's when the mysterious third figure re-entered the story. Remember the shadowy individual rumored to have been present at the first alleged Trump-Taylor meeting? New reports suggested this person might be the key to the entire saga. One theory claimed it was a powerful lobbyist. Another insisted it was a fellow celebrity acting as a mediator. But the juiciest rumor came from a conspiracy forum, which argued that the third figure was none other than a betrayed ex-lover of Taylor's, seeking revenge by planting her into Trump's orbit. The betrayal theories only deepened when yet another supposed leak dropped online, an audio clip that allegedly captured Taylor arguing with this mysterious figure. The Lakai. Clip sent shockwaves across social media. Who was the mystery voice? Fans analyzed every syllable, comparing it to known voices of celebrities, politicians, and even former boyfriends. Theories flew. Was it Scooter Braun? Was it Kanye West? Was it Ivanka Trump? The internet couldn't decide, but one thing was clear. The betrayal storyline had transformed this into a full-blown reality drama. Meanwhile, Taylor's fan base was tearing itself apart. Some diehards defended her fiercely, insisting she was being manipulated. Others accused her of selling out and betraying their trust. Twitter became a battlefield. One trending tweet read, "I defended her through everything, but this is unforgivable." Trump's side wasn't faring any better. Reports claimed his own children were at odds over the situation. Donald Jr. allegedly warned his father, "This is a distraction. You're risking the movement for a pop star," while Ivanka supposedly told friends she never trusted Taylor. A tabloid even claimed Melania had taken Barron and left Mar-a-Lago for several days in protest. And then, the ultimate betrayal accusation, that both Trump and Taylor were using each other. A major magazine ran the headline, "Political Power Meets Pop Stardom, a Match Made in Manipulation." The article alleged that Trump saw Taylor as a way to soften his image, while Taylor viewed Trump as a way to shock the establishment. "It's not love, it's strategy," the piece declared. Fans were left reeling. Was this entire love triangle nothing more than a cynical ploy for relevance? Or had feelings truly gotten involved, spiraling out of control? The chaos reached fever pitch when late-night talk shows began staging satirical reenactments of the alleged betrayals. One skit showed Taylor storming off stage during a fake MAGA rally concert, while Trump shouted after her, "Don't forget who made you relevant." The audience roared with laughter, but fans watching at home didn't find it funny. 2. Them, the pain and betrayal felt all too real. The story had mutated from a rumor into a multi-layered saga of betrayals and accusations, with more players entering the stage and more questions left unanswered. Was Taylor a victim or a mastermind? Was Trump in control or losing his grip? And most importantly, who was the shadowy figure pulling strings from behind the curtain? The betrayals had cut deep, and everyone knew the next chapter would only get uglier. By the time the Trump-Taylor love triangle reached its peak, the world was no longer watching passively. It was living inside the drama. What began as whispers of secret encounters had grown into a cultural storm, dividing households, sparking public protests, and creating an atmosphere so tense that even seasoned commentators admitted, "We've never seen anything like this before." The unraveling began with what tabloids dubbed the final confrontation. According to insiders, Taylor and Trump allegedly met for one last time at a luxury estate in Palm Beach. The scene, described in vivid detail by anonymous sources, resembled a soap opera climax more than a political meeting. Security was tight, reporters hovered outside, and the world waited for word of what might unfold inside. The leaks came quickly. A supposed staffer claimed they overheard the argument that allegedly erupted behind closed doors. The supposed transcript spread like wildfire, instantly dissected by fans and critics alike. Whether real or fabricated, it painted a picture of two towering figures clashing not over love, but over control. Meanwhile, families across America were reaching breaking points. The Thanksgiving fights of Part 2 now seemed tame compared to the chaos unfolding in living rooms. One viral clip showed a teenager storming out of her house screaming, "If you don't believe Taylor, I'm never coming back," while her grandmother shouted after her, "She betrayed this country." The clip, shared millions of times, became the perfect symbol of a nation divided by an alternate universe scandal. The streets reflected that division. Outside Trump rallies, protesters dressed as Taylor fans held up glitter-covered signs reading, "She belongs with us, not him." At Swift concerts, counter-protesters in MAGA hats chanted, "Taylor for Trump 2028. Police reported dozens of heated altercations between fans and political activists, forcing venues to double security. And then came the ultimate humiliation. Late-night comedians staging mock trials of the Trump-Taylor saga. One sketch portrayed a fake courtroom where Taylor stood accused of treason against her fan base, while Trump argued his case as the greatest love story never told. The laughter echoed across studios, but for millions of Swifties and MAGA loyalists, the sting was real. Through it all, the mysterious third figure loomed larger than ever. New speculation suggested this shadowy presence was orchestrating the chaos to pit Taylor and Trump against each other. Some theories pointed to rival politicians, others to jealous exes, and still others whispered about deep state operatives. The third figure is the key, fans wrote in thread after thread. Without them, none of this makes sense. And then, the biggest twist of all. A leaked photo surfaced, allegedly showing Taylor, Trump, and the mystery figure together at a private dinner months earlier. The grainy image showed Trump gesturing dramatically, Taylor looking away, and the third figure sitting quietly in the shadows. Within minutes, the internet was ablaze. Who was this person? Was it a lobbyist, a celebrity, a power broker pulling strings? The mystery only deepened, fueling endless speculation. Meanwhile, Trump's family drama exploded. Reports claimed Melania had given Donald an ultimatum: deny the rumors or face consequences. Ivanka was said to be furious, warning that the entire ordeal was undermining their carefully crafted brand. "This isn't strategy anymore," one alleged insider said. "This is self-destruction." Taylor's side wasn't faring better. Friends allegedly distanced themselves, and even some die-hard Swifties announced they were taking a break from her music. One emotional TikTok showed a young fan sobbing as she deleted every Taylor song from her playlist, whispering, "She broke my heart." By now, the drama had spiraled so far that the truth no longer mattered. Every rumor, every leak, every blurry photo became part of the saga. Some fans were convinced Taylor had been manipulated. Others swore she was the mastermind. Trump supporters argued he was in control all along. Others whispered that he was being played. The climax came during what tabloids called the glitter storm. At a Taylor concert in Los Angeles, protesters stormed the venue, tossing glitter and confetti while chanting "Down with Trump." Chaos erupted, security intervened, and footage of the glitter-covered crowd went viral worldwide. The scene perfectly captured the madness: politics, pop culture, and pure spectacle colliding in one surreal moment. And yet, despite the unraveling, no resolution came. Neither Taylor nor Trump issued an official statement. The mystery figure remained unidentified. The betrayals, accusations, and confrontations piled higher, but the truth stayed buried. And so, after weeks of chaos, betrayals, and emotional meltdowns, the bizarre alternate universe tale of Donald Trump and Taylor Swift comes to a head, but not to a resolution. What started as a single rumor grew into an unstoppable storm that blurred the line between politics and pop, reality and fantasy, loyalty and betrayal. Families were left divided, fans questioned their idols, and the internet devoured every scrap of evidence as if it were a blockbuster reality show. Yet, in the end, what do we really know? Not much. The truth remains buried beneath mountains of speculation, alleged leaks, and mysterious figures. Was Taylor Swift truly caught in a dangerous game of political power, manipulated by forces beyond her control? Or was she, as some claim, the mastermind, using the spectacle to challenge the political machine from within? Was Donald Trump the puppeteer, pulling strings with his usual bravado? Or was he, for once, being played at his own game? And let's not forget the enigma that loomed over this entire story: the shadowy third figure. Their identity remains one of the most hotly debated mysteries of all. Who were they? What was their role? And why did their presence spark even more chaos? Until that puzzle is solved, this saga will never truly rest. What's undeniable is the impact this fake alternate universe drama had on us. Not just as fans of pop culture or politics, but as witnesses to how quickly a narrative can spiral, how emotions can divide us, and how even the most unlikely pairing can capture the world's attention. Fans are still reeling, emotions are still raw, and families are still arguing at dinner tables. The love triangle may have unraveled, but the scars, at least in this fictional universe, run deep. And now, dear viewers, the stage is yours. What do you think really happened in this strange tale? Was Taylor a victim or a strategist? Was Trump the manipulator or the manipulated? And who, for heaven's sake, was that mysterious third figure pulling the strings? We want to hear your theories, your emotions, and your outrage in the comments below. If you were shocked by the twists, if you found yourself gasping at the betrayals, or if you're still laughing at the absurdity of it all, make sure to hit that like button. It helps us keep bringing you these wild deep dives into the stories that leave the internet buzzing. And don't forget to subscribe for more unbelievable sagas, more pop culture chaos, and more drama straight out of an alternate reality. Because trust us, this story may be over for now, but in the world of celebrity and politics, the next scandal is always just around the corner. So stay tuned, stay dramatic, and remember, in this universe or the next, the truth is never as simple as it seems.